The open road called, adventure awaits, we have packed the car, our excitement is bubbling like a freshly poured root beer. Join us on the ultimate Pacific Northwest adventure and tackle some of the most stunning roads and hidden gems out there. This is no ordinary trip. This is about majestic mountains, whispering forests, and the wild spirit of the West Coast. First stop, Seattle, Washington. But the journey, as always, is half the fun. Windows down, music up, driving through rolling hills. Already the air feels different, crisp, clean, invigorated. This is the magic of a road trip, the promise of the unknown around each bend. Stopped at a roadside diner for a burger and fries. Classic Americana, hearty and delicious. Chatted with a local farmer, he told stories of the land, the changing seasons, the spirit of the Northwest. This is what it's about, connecting with the heart of a place, one conversation at a time. Back on the road, anticipation builds. Seattle, here we come! Seattle welcomed us with open arms and a light drizzle, of course. The Emerald City, they call it, and rightly so. Everywhere you look, shades of green, from the lush parks to the towering evergreens. First stop, the iconic Space Needle. Zoomed up to the top, breathtaking views of the city sprawling below. Puget Sound shimmered in the distance, dotted with ferries and sailboats. We could even see Mount Rainier, majestic and snow-capped, watching over it all. Next, Pike Place Market, a feast for the senses. Bustling crowds, colorful flowers, fresh fish flying through the air. Grabbed a steaming cup of coffee, the city's lifeblood, and wandered through the stalls. Local artisans selling handmade crafts, the air filled with the sounds of buskers and laughter. Couldn't leave Seattle without a taste of the music scene. Ducked into a cozy jazz bar, the air thick with the smell of old wood and good vibes. The music washed over us, smooth and soulful, a perfect end to a day in the Emerald City. Tomorrow, Portland awaits. Portland, Oregon greeted us with sunshine and a whiff of something delicious in the air. This city has a different vibe. Artsy, eccentric, a little bit quirky, and we loved it. First things first, coffee. Portland takes its coffee seriously. Found a local roastery tucked away on a side street, the aroma intoxicating. Sipped on a perfectly brewed cappuccino, smooth and strong, and felt our worries melt away. This is the Portland way. Next, Powell's City of Books, a book lover's paradise. This place is huge, with shelves upon shelves of literary treasures. Got lost in the stacks for hours, emerging with armfuls of books and a happy heart. In the afternoon, explored the city's many bridges, each with its own unique character. Strolled along the waterfront, the Willamette River sparkling in the sunlight. Portland is a city best explored on foot, with surprises around every corner. For dinner, a food truck feast. Portland is famous for its food truck scene, and we weren't disappointed. From Korean tacos to wood-fired pizzas, the options were endless. We feasted like kings, savoring the flavors of this eclectic city. Next stop, the great outdoors. Mount Rainier, here we come. Leaving the city behind, we traded the scent of coffee for the fresh, crisp air of the mountains. Mount Rainier, a colossal presence, dominated the horizon, its snow-capped peak seeming to pierce the very sky. We parked at Paradise, aptly named, and embarked on a hike. Wildflowers carpeted the meadows, their vibrant colors a stark contrast against the deep green forests and the imposing gray mountain looming above. The air thinned as we climbed, but each step brought us closer to those breathtaking views. Reaching a vista point, we stood in awe. The world stretched out before us, a tapestry of valleys, forests, and shimmering lakes, all dwarfed by the sheer scale of Rainier. It was a view that filled you with a sense of humbling insignificance, a powerful reminder of nature's grandeur. We spent the afternoon exploring the trails, each turn revealing another breathtaking vista. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, we made our way back, our hearts full of the mountain's majesty. Onward to Crater Lake, another natural wonder beckoned. Section 5. Crater Lake's majestic depths, a volcano's legacy. Crater Lake National Park. Even the name whispered promises of something extraordinary. And as we stood at the rim, gazing down at the caldera, those promises were more than fulfilled. It felt as though we were standing on the edge of the world. The water, an impossible shade of blue, shimmered in the sunlight. It was a blue unlike any other, a deep, almost unnatural hue that spoke of immense depths and a history both ancient and violent. This lake, nestled within the collapsed cone of a volcano, was a testament to nature's raw power, both destructive and creative. We hiked down to the water's edge, the scent of pine filling the air. The silence was profound, broken only by the gentle lapping of the waves against the shore. It was a silence that seemed to echo with the echoes of the past, a reminder of the forces that had shaped this landscape. Taking a boat trip across the lake, we landed on Wizard Island, a small volcanic cone rising from the depths. The island felt like another world, a place of quiet mystery and stark beauty. Standing on its summit, surrounded by the immensity of the lake and the caldera walls, we felt a sense of peace and awe that was truly unforgettable. The Pacific Northwest was revealing its wonders, one breathtaking view at a time. Section 6. Seaside Charm and Hidden Coves, the Oregon Coast. The Pacific Ocean roared a greeting as we reached the Oregon coast. The air, salty and wild, whipped our hair as we stood on the windswept cliffs, watching the waves crash against the shore with untamed energy. This wasn't just an ocean, it was a force of nature, relentless and awe-inspiring. Driving along Highway 101, the Pacific Coast Scenic Byway, was like driving through a postcard. Rugged cliffs gave way to sandy beaches, hidden coves and charming seaside towns, each with its own character and allure. The Oregon coast was a place of dramatic contrasts, where the wildness of the ocean met the tranquility of ancient forests, and we were captivated by its beauty. We explored tide pools teeming with colorful starfish and anemones, explored sea caves carved by centuries of relentless waves, and watched in awe as gray whales breached the surface of the ocean, their massive bodies a testament to the power of nature. In the evenings we feasted on fresh seafood, the catch of the day grilled to perfection and served with local wines. Sitting in cozy restaurants, the sound of the ocean a constant backdrop, we felt a million miles away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The Oregon coast, with its wild beauty and sense of untamed freedom, had captured our hearts. Section 7. Small Town Gems, discovering the Pacific Northwest's heart. Leaving the coast behind, we ventured into the heart of the Pacific Northwest, where towering forests gave way to charming small towns, each with its own unique character and charm. These towns, often overlooked by tourists, held a certain magic, a glimpse into the soul of the region. We wandered through farmers' markets overflowing with local produce, the air thick with the scent of ripe berries and freshly baked bread. We chatted with local artisans, their passion for their craft evident in their intricate woodworking, blown glass creations, and hand-woven textiles. In one town we stumbled upon a lively bluegrass festival, the music filling the air with its infectious energy. We clapped along with the locals, their faces lit up with joy, and for those few hours, we felt like we were part of something special, something genuine. In another town, we visited a historical museum, its exhibits telling the stories of the pioneers, loggers, and fishermen who had shaped the region's history. Their stories, filled with hardship, resilience, and a deep connection to the land, gave us a deeper appreciation for the Pacific Northwest and its people. These small towns, with their friendly faces, slower pace of life, and deep sense of community, reminded us of the simple pleasures in life, the things that truly matter. Section 8. Culinary Adventures, from coffee to craft beers. The Pacific Northwest is a food lover's paradise, and we embraced every culinary adventure with gusto. From the world-renowned coffee culture to the burgeoning craft beer scene, the region tantalized our taste buds with its fresh local ingredients and innovative culinary spirit. We started our days with steaming cups of coffee, each sip a revelation. From Seattle's iconic coffee shops to Portland's artisanal roasters, the Pacific Northwest takes its coffee seriously, and the result is a symphony of flavors, each cup brewed to perfection. For lunch we indulged in fresh seafood, from Dungeness crab to wild salmon, caught locally and prepared with a simplicity that let the flavors shine. We savored fish tacos on the coast, their fresh, zesty flavors a perfect match for the salty air, and enjoyed steaming bowls of clam chowder, creamy and comforting. In the evenings we explored the region's craft beer scene, sampling IPAs, stouts, and ales at local breweries. We chatted with passionate brewers, learning about their craft and the stories behind their unique creations. Each beer was an experience, a burst of flavor that reflected the creativity and innovation of the Pacific Northwest's culinary scene. The Pacific Northwest nourished our bodies and souls, one delicious bite and sip at a time. Section 9. Pacific Northwest Soul, Nature's Embrace. As our journey through the Pacific Northwest drew to a close, we realized that this trip was about more than just ticking off destinations on a map. It was about immersing ourselves in the very soul of the region, a soul deeply intertwined with the natural world. It was in the towering forests, where sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting an ethereal glow on the forest floor. It was in the crashing waves of the Pacific Ocean, their raw power a humbling reminder of nature's force. It was in the snow-capped peaks of the Cascade Mountains, their majestic presence a constant source of inspiration. The Pacific Northwest whispered to us in the rustling leaves, the rushing rivers, and the cries of soaring eagles. It spoke to us of a slower pace of life, of a deep connection to the land, and of the importance of preserving the natural world for generations to come. We left a part of ourselves in the Pacific Northwest, a renewed sense of wonder, a deeper appreciation for the beauty of the natural world, and a longing to return to its embrace. Welcome to our trivia segment. How well do you know the Pacific Northwest? Let's find out with 10 fun trivia questions. Get ready to test your knowledge. Question 1. What is the tallest mountain in the Pacific Northwest? A. Mount Hood. B. Mount Rainier. C. Mount St. Helens. D. Mount Adams. The correct answer is B. Mount Rainier. Question 2. Which city is known as the City of Roses? A. Seattle. B. Portland. C. Vancouver. D. Spokane. The correct answer is B. Portland. Question 3. Which river forms much of the border between Oregon and Washington? A. Columbia River. B. Snake River. C. Willamette River. D. Deschutes River. The correct answer is A. Columbia River. Question 4. What is the name of the famous market in Seattle? A. Pike Place Market. B. Fisherman's Wharf. C. Union Market. D. Westlake Market. The correct answer is A. Pike Place Market. Question 5. Which volcano famously erupted in 1980? A. Mount Baker. B. Mount Shasta. C. Mount Hood. D. Mount St. Helens. The correct answer is D. Mount St. Helens. Question 6. What is the state tree of Oregon? A. Douglas fir. B. Western hemlock. C. Sitka spruce. D. Ponderosa pine. The correct answer is A. Douglas fir. Question 7. Which Pacific Northwest city is known for its tech industry? A. Portland. B. Seattle. C. Eugene. D. Tacoma. The correct answer is B. Seattle. Question 8. What is the largest city in the state of Washington? A. Spokane. B. Tacoma. C. Bellevue. D. Seattle. The correct answer is D. Seattle. Question 9. Which island is the largest in the San Juan Islands archipelago? A. Orcas Island. B. San Juan Island. C. Lopez Island. D. Shaw Island. The correct answer is B. San Juan Island. Question 10. What is the name of the famous trail that stretches from Mexico to Canada through the Pacific Northwest? A. Appalachian Trail. B. Continental Divide Trail. C. Pacific Crest Trail. D. Great Western Trail. The correct answer is C. Pacific Crest Trail. Great job. We hope you enjoyed this trivia challenge and learned something new about the Pacific Northwest. Now, let's continue our journey. Section 10, Road Trip. Reflections. Until next time, Pacific Northwest. The open road stretched before us, beckoning us onward. Our Pacific Northwest adventure was coming to an end, but the memories, like the scent of cedar and pine that lingered in our clothes, would stay with us long after we returned home. We had explored bustling cities and charming towns, stood in awe of nature's grandeur, and tasted the flavors of the region's culinary bounty. We had met friendly faces, heard inspiring stories, and felt a connection to the land and its people that ran deeper than we could have imagined. The Pacific Northwest had stolen a piece of our hearts, and we knew that this wasn't goodbye, but rather a see you soon. For the call of the wild, the allure of the unknown, and the promise of adventure would always draw us back to this magical corner of the world. Until next time, Pacific Northwest. Your beauty, your spirit, and your wild heart will forever hold a special place in our memories.